Did you know that if you want to get hired at Google, you have to pass their Googleyness and leadership interview? Now, what do these interviews look like? They're simply a mix of behavioral and hypothetical job interview questions, and they mostly focus in on decision making, collaboration, and inclusivity. In today's video, we're going to cover the following behavioral question that actually includes quite a number of follow up questions. Specifically, can you show me a time where you demonstrated customer empathy in your role? How did you become aware of what the customer needed? How did you know the end result? What was the most challenging thing about delivering the solution for your customer? And if you met resistance, how did you overcome it? Now, let's imagine that we're interviewing for a technical program manager position. And as always, our fake interviewer is Sue. Sue. This is an example from my time as a technical program manager at Tech Solutions Inc. I was tasked with a particularly challenging project for one of our largest enterprise clients, Global Bank Corp. The bank was facing significant issues with our financial analysis software, which was not integrating smoothly with their legacy systems, leading to data discrepancies and operational delays. The project involved not only technical enhancements, but also collaboration with the client's IT and operations team to ensure the solution met their specific needs. Now, my primary responsibility was to redesign and optimize the integration of our software with the client's systems. The project timeline was set for 8 months, during which we needed to develop, test, and deploy these enhancements in a manner that would minimize disruption to the client's daily operations and make sure, obviously, that we were really demonstrating that customer empathy. The first action I took was I did some initial research, which involved conducting a deep dive into the existing issues by analyzing integration logs and system error reports. I personally visited the client's site to observe the problematic areas and held detailed discussions with their IT staff to gain a comprehensive understanding of the technical landscape and their specific requirements. Next, the planning phase consisted of developing a customized solution tailored to Global Bank's infrastructure. I organized several workshops with our developers, clients' IT specialists, and third party consultants to design a robust integration architecture. We utilized advanced project management tools to create a phased out rollout plan that would allow for gradual implementation without risking the bank's core operations. Then in these initial conversations with all the stakeholders, were we really needed to get aligned on expectations and resources. So I led a series of alignment sessions between our senior executives and the client's management to establish clear communication channels, define escalation paths, and agree on project milestones and deliverables. Then we entered the testing phase, which was extensive and rigorous. We set up parallel testing environment to mirror the client's systems and simulate real-world scenarios. This also allowed us to conduct stress testing and load testing to ensure stability and performance before going live. We also included the client in the testing phase to ensure the solution met their expectations to gather their feedback directly. When we executed, we were meticulous, managing through a combination of agile and DevOps practices to ensure timely delivery and adaptability. Daily stand ups with the project team and bi weekly check ins with the client were instituted to monitor progress, identify any issues early, and adjust plans as necessary. We also implemented rigorous integration and continuous deployment practices to streamline updates and minimize downtime. The launch of the product was staged accordingly to the criticality and critical needs of the bank's operational areas. So we first deployed less critical functions to monitor performance and gather early feedback. This cautious approach allowed us to fine tune the system before a full scale rollout. And then we were prepared with detailed documentation and training materials to facilitate a smooth transition for the bank staff. Then we presented these final results involving a detailed analysis and reporting. I compiled metrics demonstrating the improvements in the systems and efficiency and data accuracy. I presented these findings during a formal review meeting with the client's executive team, which included pre and post integration performance comparisons. Lastly, the documentation and ongoing optimization were critical final steps. We established a detailed operational manual and training program for the client and set up dedicated support line for any post deployment issues. A quarterly review process was also initiated to monitor the system's performance and to discuss potential upgrades and optimizations. The results. Our project resulted in a 30% improvement in data processing time and a 50% reduction in system downtime for Global Bank, directly addressing the customer empathy aspect by solving a significant pain point for the client. The bank reported a high level of satisfaction with the new system, noting particularly the responsiveness and adaptability of our team. This project not only reinforced our relationship with a key client, but also provided a scalable and repeatable model for future engagements, enhancing our reputation as a customer centric organization capable of handling complex enterprise challenges. And that wraps up our walkthrough on how to answer this challenging interview question while also considering the follow up questions. Always use a method when answering behavioral job interview questions. In this case, we use the STAR method: situation, task, actions, and results. This will really allow your interviewer to follow along with your story and identify the strong actions you took to ultimately create impactful results. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more interview tips and career advice, and any and all comments are welcome. I wish you the best of luck in your Googleyness and leadership interview.